My name is Danny Ross, and I'm going to be your host for the AI Lunch and Learn. Today's session is Tuesday, 12 noon session. We try to have these 3 times a week. Tomorrow's session is 12 noon Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. And then Thursday, we have a special edition, which is for our white labelers, which means they're using the platform to resell and make money from all of the AI tools that are in here. So feel free to jump on that if you are planning to resell our platform, the Build Biz or AI workstation platforms. We have quite a few versions of this now. Also, if you do miss a call, don't worry. We have them recorded. You just see the topic that you're interested in and click, and then it will kind of go through and play a video for you. So these are all available in the platform. My name is Danny Ross, and they're also available under Digital Express, AI, and YouTube. So you can see them in both locations. So there's a lot of videos to catch up on. I'm pretty good. I'm actually up to last Tuesday, and I'll post the other 2 for last week on here this week. So you can get caught up very easily. If it's the very first time you land in the platform, you will land here. And if you are on mobile, you might have to just toggle this little switch to see the menu. From here, you can watch the welcome video that goes over the platform overview. Actually, I need to update that. We've had so many new apps added that it's actually falling behind a little bit, but you can get a quick overview of the platform and how to use it. You can go here and watch the last AI in 1 hour session. And matter of fact, we have another one tonight at 7 p.m. And this is really the beginner class. So if you have never seen any of our sessions, I'll put the link right there. There we go. All right, please go ahead and click that link and schedule to jump on tonight, 7 p.m. And what I do there is I really start at the very beginning and kind of give you an example of how to speak to any AI, not just specifically the Build Biz platform. So start with that one. So if you're available, I know I already spoke to a couple of people today that are going to be jumping on that later tonight. So that is the best starting point. All right. So where were we? Yes, the videos. And then there's some videos here that kind of walk you through how to use the different apps. Right under this one is our AI sales coach app where it's essentially like ChatGPT, but trained specifically for sales and marketing. So you can go in and ask it questions. I've trained it up on how to just help everyone go from a particular, for example, I was working with someone who owns an AC company earlier today, and they want to do an outbound flyer campaign for AC preventative maintenance for $189. Simply, we just asked it, gave it some information about the company, and out popped general preventative maintenance campaign strategy, right, in just a few seconds. So again, if you're familiar with ChatGPT, you're familiar with how to use this. So this is a simple input-output kind of methodology. And then you can also train it. I use, for example, I asked it to give me 10 headlines in the style of Dan Kennedy, who's one of the OG marketing gurus. And so these are the types of campaign tools that it gave you. In the platform, we also have another tool under sales and marketing. For example, I told it, hey, I want to create an outbound campaign, gave it the same exact information, but this tool is specialized in creating sales and marketing hooks. And so right here, it kind of started giving us those. And it actually outlines for you how clickable it is, meaning people might click on this particular headline, how likable it is, and the availability, meaning everybody understands it, right? So I trained it up on the pain point of that particular industry and why they would want to do it, because it's getting ready to head towards the hotter season eventually here. And when you get there, air conditioning, of course, can fail, and there's long lead times in replacing the unit. So you teach the AI, and the tools that are in the platform are designed so you don't have to know how to do a prompt. Even though I do train you on how to do a prompt, this will show you effective results without having to know what you're doing. So that's the beauty of the platform. You get 90 or so of these, 90 plus of these AI tools in the platform. It gives me these wonderful headlines that I can use. Avoid summer meltdowns, get your 189 AC tune-up now, skip emergency expenses, opt in. It gives you 4 headlines that you can use on your website, in your marketing, and that's just one of the AI tools that are on here. If you have a business and you're new to the platform, go ahead and drop your URL or domain name into the chat, and I'll do some fun things with that for you as well. So if you're brand new and you haven't joined us before, go ahead and drop your domain name or URL into the chat. Okay, the things that people jump on the Tuesday call for is not only general AI training, but also more importantly, they want to know what's new in the platform. Let's play around with some new tools. I just showed you that the AI can go to a particular text that I drop in and create these really fun things. By the way, you can also drop an image in here and it creates some fun sales and marketing hooks just from the image. And you can also drop a website in there and it'll create some fun things from it. So let's go to one of our favorite tools for new people and let's create a video for you. Now, for the old timers that are on the call, don't worry, we're going to do some fun stuff for you too. Let me also go to your website because I like to use this tool. It's a good example of AI magic and the types of things that are going on. So reframing organic and wellness. And so this is the website that we're going to be using here. Let's go back now to the tool. And so we know that it's a sales website. We know that this tool is called Create AI Videos. You can use multiple languages. You can use photorealism. You can voices for the AI.
Welcome to our AI-powered platform.
You heard that voice all over the internet. So we have quite a few voices. I'm going to pick Sarah. You can upload your own music, but I'm going to pick ambient for now just to get this going. The website color scheme is more greens and healthy. So we'll put greens in there and you can pick a font. You can pick the number of slides, 30 seconds. And then you can pick portrait or landscape, and you can tell it where you want the words to appear. That's it. And that's enough for it to start reading. Now, what it's going to do is going to analyze the text. It doesn't read the images unless I specifically ask it to read the images, but it'll read the text on here. And that's the information that it's going to use to create the video that we're doing. The better way to do this is to do what we call the Big Dream Generator. And so the Big Dream Generator is right here under business formation. You can go in here and feed it 13 questions, answered 13 questions. And when you're done, you're going to get this document here. It's called a business brief. What's great about the business brief is it contains the basic information, getting your business vision out of your head and onto paper. And you want to do this for every time you start the process, because once you have this document, you can feed this document into every app in one way or another. And what's nice is once you train the AI on your business, you don't have to keep doing that. You can teach it, hey, this is my business, and then you can jump from app to app for the most part and kind of have it use it. So the way that the platform works is $20 a month is the charge, right? It's built on what's called the Deal.ai platform. And so just so people want to know, hey, where did this come from? This is the platform it's built on. There are literally lots and lots of millions of usages of this every day, number of creations. So it's not a new platform. It's been around for a while. I love this platform because it gives us a lot of creativity as business entrepreneurs. If you try to sign up with Deal.ai, it is $69 a month. What I love about it is I'm able to do it as a white labeler at $19.95. So what we're doing now is we're keeping that price point for new users. Eventually it'll go back up, but for now it's $19.95 plus you get a free trial. By the way, on the Deal.ai, you do not get a free trial. Certain tools use more power. Some of the AI video creators, some of the movie creators, some of the agentic tools will use credits. The platform will tell you before you generate how many credits you're going to use. This is the way that we keep the price down. So by saying, hey, to create this video costs 50 credits, which by the way, you go to top off your credits, 1,000 credits is $6.99. So you can create a lot fun videos for $6.99. And that means I don't have to charge everybody more money. I only charge people who use the tool 50 credits. Okay, so that's an explanation as to why there is a separate charge for some of the tools. And again, does not apply to every tool, only certain tools. Let's go ahead and take a look at this.
Discover Reframing Organic and Wellness, your gateway to sustainable living through homegrown organic produce. Our easy-to-use gardening kits make hydroponics and aeroponics accessible for beginners. Enjoy benefits like reduced grocery bills and fresh, toxin-free food right at your doorstep. Join a community open to all, including educators, seniors, and veterans with exclusive discounts. Urban farmer Pansy Walker reminds us of the mental and physical health benefits gardening brings. Join the Reframing Organic and Wellness Network Garden Club today and transform your wellness journey.
And by the way, if you have an issue, just here's my email address, Danny@digitalexpress.ai. So send me an email if you have a problem. I can give you back some credits. It's not a big deal. All right, we don't want you to ever waste money on the platform. I mean, we want you to be happy. AI is not necessarily new, but generative AI has been around for the last 3 years, 4 years, but AI itself has been around for a long time. So all these tools have some glitches here and there, okay? So now you can go back to the video. Good question. Thank you, Pansy. You can go back to the video, and so you can make changes to any of the images that it generates on its first pass. First, that's the first step. Then you take that business brief and you feed it into either directly into AI video, or you feed it into the AI sales coach and say, hey, AI sales coach, here's my business. Just copy paste it in, and then say, hey, I want a 2 minute or a 90-second or 60-second video script for my business promoting this. And it'll write the whole script for you. Just copy paste that script, drop it in here. So that's why if you start with the Big Dream Generator, you can get a more accurate description of your business, and then the video is even more pertinent to you. The reason why I do this demo, though, is I want to show you that even from nothing, just your URL, you can create a pretty decent video, and then you can now go back in and edit all of the tools that are here. So for example, let's say I grab and download this image here. So I can go at this couple of different ways, and I'll show you the fun of these tools. So I've now downloaded those two images. If I don't like the image, I can just click the regenerate button, right? If I look at your website, I can see you've got some images. We can use any of the images that you have on your website. Oh, by the way, we can use this video here when we're talking about you. So you could download this video. If it's 20 megabytes or less, you can use it in your video as part of it. So if you want to show the owner or something, some sort of an action scene, for example, like any of these videos, you can actually incorporate them because you can upload not only images, but you can upload videos, 20 megabytes or less. And so the AI can incorporate that B-roll, kind of what we call it in the industry, that B-roll as a background to where the AI is reading about the owner. All right. So in here somewhere we have, where was it? Yeah, Urban Farmer Pansy reminds us of the mental health. This is where it gets really fun, right? So you would have that B-roll in there while you're talking about Pansy Walker, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's how you can easily incorporate a video into the video. So it's kind of fun. All right, so let's take a look at the editing process. So in the editing process, you can easily change the voices, the languages, any of that stuff, but also you can type anything you want here. Anything you type, the AI is going to read. So easy to edit. You don't have to know what you're doing, nothing complicated. And then as far as the images go, you can, again, so if you right click on Chrome, you can duplicate. So if I go into here, I can grab information that I'm working on for those images that I just started, right? So let's say I have content creation here. I have hyper realistic. I already forgot, sorry. Reframing organic, right? So I'm going to create a project for reframing. This allows me to kind of separate the different people I'm working on, but you can also use it if it's just you for different projects, right? So I can click that, click add projects, and now I have this project in here. I can go ahead and grab the information from the website and I can tell it, let's go back here. I want to get all this information again. And so I can actually, just an old school copy paste kind of thing, right? And I can go right here and tell it to create images based on what I just put in here. So give me some, creative images ideas. So this is how AI can work with you to create new images. You don't have to know what you're doing. You can just give it some text or a link and kind of have it do some work for you. It's like having 2,000 experts that work for you for 20 bucks a month. A business that helps people grow organic food in small spaces, a cozy kitchen with herbs and grasses growing. And just like that, we now have an image that we can target. And it just gave me 20 different ideas that I can use, right? A smiling elderly couple. Let's do two quick images to replace that somewhat generic image that we had there. But a cozy kitchen, growing herbs, hyper by the window. That's not a horrible image. Let's run that one first, and then we'll do the second one where we get the elderly couple in there. Let's go back here. This is not terrible, but I'm going to leave out of there for just a second because I want to show you some other fun magic in the new apps that we have. So we've got some new apps. This is the agent app. I can give it a new task. I can say something like, I want you to go out and find me 5 news articles on the benefits of growing organic food in my home. So I'm asking the tool to do 3 things. I can add more, but just simple 3 things. So I wanted you to go out and find 5 news articles on the benefits of growing organic food in my home, how it affects me, and then I want you to write a blog post with an inline image. If you don't know what that is, don't worry, it just means a picture. And then send me the email when you're done. So I can have it go off and run and do that task for me while I continue on my day. So these are AI agents. This is the super agent, right? It's right now, it's in beta, but it is actually pretty powerful even as it stands right now. And then we have the different agents that report to the super agent. So just to kind of give you an outline of how this all works, let's go back here. Oh, so that's our first image. It's okay. It's very generic still. I just wanted to see what it would give me. So then let's do another one, the second image. Smiling. Oh, let's be specific. One of the things about AI is if you don't give it specific information about the ethnicity that you're targeting for your image, it will generally give you a white guy with a beard. That's just the bias that's kind of built into AI. If that's what you need, that's perfect. But if you want to show a more diverse pictures, so again, you can have everybody represented on your website. You want to make sure that you're very specific about that type of thing. So here's that second image. And so you can go in and create a third image of child fascinately. So let's say we do a Latina child. Let's see if we can figure out the difference here. Fascinately watching lettuce grow in a clear water-filled container, right? So we'll tell it to go and do that one. And you'll notice that depending on the time of day, how busy the LLM is, how quickly. By the way, we use multiple LLMs in the platform, so you can get very quick results. Every now and again, it'll screw up massively, but generally speaking, it's very quick and it's very accurate. And you want to tell it how it's doing, right? You want to give it using these stars, say, hey, you're doing a pretty good job. And the reason why I went with the child and why the AI suggested a child is it's cuteness factor, right? You want to have on your website cute images, or in your marketing, you want to have things that evoke an emotion as part of your sales and marketing. And these tools are all trained to do a great job on sales and marketing. So this child is just too cute, right? All right. So anyway, we've got a couple of images that we can now go back to the AI video creator and upload. And by the way, if you do get an image, so one of the newer AI tools is the conversational image AI. And what this allows you to do is a lot of different things. It allows you to create customizable and consistent character images. So you can upload an image, for example. So if I go ahead and grab one of the images that I just downloaded, let's see. Let's see. For example, if I take this image here, let's see what it can do. I'm curious myself. Make this an image of a diverse family. So let's say you like the picture, but you want it to be a little bit more inclusive. Make this an image of a diverse family. So let's see what it does. I'm curious myself. But what this tool allows you to do is, first of all, make changes to an existing tool. If you try to do something in any AI tool and it gives you an error message, my best suggestion is to leave it alone for about 5 minutes and then come back to it. It just means that the LLM is either busy or whatever the case may be. Let's refresh the page. If it does something weird, just refresh the caching. All right, let's try that again. Drop that in there. Let's see, can we get past the initial prompt? I'm not asking it to do anything complicated here. It looks like it's trying this time. That is a weird looking family, but it tried. This face is absolutely not good, but the other ones are pretty decent. I like what it tried to do. It didn't quite succeed, but I liked what it tried to do. And the purpose of the lesson isn't whether it succeeded, it is the fact that I can take an image that I like and make it different, right? I can change it. I can have the particular character. For example, let's upload another one. Let me go here. So by the way, if this is in your way, just tap that to make it go out of the way a little bit. And I was playing around with this the other day. So we had this image here, which is for a company called Graceful Threads. And they have a family reunion, they do apparel and things, so for events. And so we basically had this image, and it's a beautiful image. I love it. It's actually very good. Again, generated in the platform, simple prompt. And then I asked it to add the logo information to it. And then I asked it to add a few Black men and children. And so it took that image. Let's see here. There we go. So it had the original image, right? And then I said, add a few Black men and children. And suddenly this gentleman here appeared, this child over here. So this is what the power of this tool is. So you can have a good image, and then you can say, we're missing men and we're missing children. Add in the men and children. So anyway, this also allows you to do consistent characters. So like if you want to do a children's story book or something for your kid, you can have the first one, and then you can have the child be in the bedroom, you can have the child in the kitchen, child outside playing. And so it can take that picture that you upload and put that child in different places. And it'll tell you, again, this one does use credits. Like for example, this one used 1 credit, 1 credit, 2 credits, because I did 2 images. So again, I tried to keep the pricing down. So this is one I was using on my ads in the AVC this morning, Atlanta Black Chamber. And so I basically had it there and then have the 2 robots shake hands. So it went from that image to this image. And again, consistent characters, right? They're the same characters, but at a different pose. And then I dropped it in front of our city landscape, right? So that's the idea of what that tool can do. Absolutely. Every time you use the platform AI Video Creator, it does use 50 credits. So let me go back here now to our content creation area and our AI video tool. We have this one here, so we can go in here. And so now we can upload our new images that are a little bit more focused on what we wanted. Let's see. So we have the family here, and then we have the other one with the very, very cute child. So we can drop that in there. That would replace that first image. And by the way, I'm just doing this very quickly. So you would want to spend a little bit more time kind of thinking it through. And so here's the owner, Miss Pansy. So we could grab Miss Pansy and drop her into, let me see what images we have with Miss Pansy. I would drop the video in there, by the way, if I was doing this. I would drop this video here. but I don't have access to the video right this second, so I'm going to just grab an image of Miss Pansy. But yes, if I was doing this, I would definitely put that action shot of Miss Pansy teaching. So now I would just upload the video, the image that I just created. And so there's Miss Pansy, and boom, she's in there into the video now. And so join the Reframing Organization Garden Club and transform your wellness today. Join our community, seniors, educators, and veterans. Oh, actually, I see where let me do this. Let's take, instead of that image there, let's put that image here where we're talking about seniors and so on. So it makes more sense in the storyline. All right, let's try that again. Hey, there you go. Cute kid. We'll use the cute kid in a second. So we can open it, discover. Discover is good. Child is discovering. Let's go ahead and grab her. And so she's kind of cute. All right. Anyway, you can play around with this. You see what I'm doing. So you can edit it. You can edit the words of what they say. You can put, for example, contact us and you put in your phone number. You could put a QR code, whatever you want to put, right? In an image with a QR code embedded in it. You can do whatever you want to do for information on our the options, right? And then cool. So we'll rock and roll with that for now. All right. Oh, we were playing around with our friendly robot. Let's go check on our robot. Our AI agent, rather. I should call it what it is. All right. So, by the way, you have your super agent. Under the super agents is managers. Under the managers are individual bots that handle tasks like documents or calendar or presentation slides. You can have it create presentations for you. You can have it crawl the web, do research, deep research. You can have it create images. You can contact your contacts in your CRM. It can create videos for you using the tool that we're working with now. It can create blogs for you. And it's got a new one now, the Humanizer. I'll have to show you the Humanizer tool. It's kind of fun to watch and play with. Anyway, so those are all the tools that are all working together. And by the way, for example, I told it to create a blog post for me. One of the things you can do is you can use automation to have the AI do something for you once a day, once a week, monthly, whatever. So you can take that task and do it over and over again. So this is one of the things that you can get done here. So that I'm just showing you that so that you understand a little bit about some of the features and functions. And if you're a more advanced user, you can actually connect this to your APIs. All right, so let's see. We were doing our task here. Let's go back and view our past task. And so I want you to go out and 5 articles, 6 credits used. Well, let's keep going. And where is it going here? It was doing something. All right, cool. All right, so that's running. All right, so let's go back and see what questions we have. The language is great, but it's soil less gardening. I also need more diverse photos. Yes, absolutely. That's what I was saying before. Try to creating. Okay, so Coach Stephanie, please reach out to me about your credits for your images, and we can definitely get that fixed for you. Let's take a look at this here. Oh, and by the way, let's take a look. Sometimes, Coach Stephanie, I have run into where it has a problem if your website itself is a CMS or WordPress site. Sometimes it can't get access to the content. So I've seen that happen. And so what I do to fix that is old school. I just grab it and copy it. And then I go here and sometimes the simplest solutions are the best. If you have a trouble with it, but if you just want to grab the content off of your website, also remember that the AI agent only scrapes one page at a time. So if you want the content from multiple pages, you got to put it all together into a Word doc or whatever, and then add it to the AI. So that's number one. So that's a possibility of why you had a problem. And so we could go here, same thing. We can pick some advanced options, English. Again, for demo purposes, I'm going to stick with Sarah. She has a pretty neutral voice. And upload your own music, ambient and simple. Pick a color. Looks like you use gold and red and some green. So you can pick any color that you want for your emphases, right? And then you can pick portrait or landscape, which just means upside, up or vertical or horizontal. And that's enough to generate a video. So let's go ahead and have that run here. Create AI video, please. All right, so it's off and running. Send me an email when you're done. All right, let's try this here. Let's get this prompt. Let's try the refresh method. It's not really a method. It's just reality of dealing with betas. And I love this tool, though. It is a fun tool. Let's see what we get. Let's see if we get past the schema error. I noticed, though, it was starting out. And a lot of times you'll see, like, for instance, it used 13 credits here. So let's see, where is the detail? That's interesting. All right, let's see what it's doing this time. So it's working on it again. And let's see what it comes back with. I'm very curious. All right, so let's see. We're going to work on that one and see if we can help you. Oh, can you contact me? I'm very interested. We're trying to. Okay, so Pansy's speaking. I love networking. This is why I love this group there. So yes, please go ahead. All right, so and so Pansy is doing that. All right, thanks. No problem, Pansy. All right, so let's see. Did we actually start this one? Wow, Danny, you're definitely. Oh, but the description. What the? Hello. No, not that one. So Pansy. Control A, Control C. Wow. I wonder if it's Zoom that's interrupting me today. I don't think so. Let's try that again. Sometimes you just have a run of browser errors. And what I usually tell people to do at that point is just go ahead and shut down your browser and try again. If you keep getting browser errors like the ones that we're seeing here, and it might be Zoom interrupting as well. So there's a couple of reasons why you might be getting that. All right, so we've got Sarah, we've got ambient, and we've got portrait, and we've got landscape. Please go ahead and keep dropping questions into the chat if you have questions. Also, remember the 7 p.m. session will go through a little slower, number one, and number two, we'll start at the beginning kind of thing. For those who have never seen these tools in action, this might be a little bit crazy. I do have quite a few people on here that are new. So again, that's my suggestion to you is jump on. Let me show you one that we've done in the past. So what are the most popular family reunion activities at a Black family reunion? Give me at least 5, and I want you to put together an image of the number one activity, and then I want you to make a flyer for all activities and send it to me via email. So it started out, it reached out to the content manager. This is where, actually, yeah, I remember now. This is where the AI actually created that image. I didn't give it any prompt specifically for that image. I just said, give me what is the most popular activities. And of course, the picnic is one of the most popular. And then I asked it to create and send me that email about the 5 most popular ones. So you got family heritage storytelling, live music, the soul food cook-off, which is number 1, fun family, tribute, and remembrance. So it did all of this by itself. And then it went off and started putting together the flyer, right? So this is where the tools are all working together to do step-by-step whatever I asked it for in the prompt or the instructions for the task. And so now it's putting it into a little bit even more formulated, and then it sent the email to me with everything already in there. So this is where it's really fun to give it a sentence and have it go off and create the whole thing for you. So this is one way to go about it. The other way to go about it, of course, is you go ahead and create the images in the free tools and then just have the AI do something with the finished things that you've come up with. The idea being, though, all of the tools are in the platform, and then you just decide how you want to use it, and then you control the budget by how much you want to spend. All right, so let's go ahead and get this AI generated thing here. Business consulting. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Elevate your aspirations to new heights with Coach Stephanie Haggins, your partner in business strategy and success. With over a decade of experience, Coach Stephanie transforms bold goals into reality through strategic thinking and attention to detail. Unlock your business potential and create a legacy with personalized coaching and book writing guidance. Harness market insights, streamline operations, and drive unstoppable growth with expert support. Join satisfied clients who have experienced exceptional growth under her guidance. Ready to get started? Connect with Coach Stephanie today and unleash your business potential.
All right, so I think the same thing would apply here as we did with the last set of images. We would want to, number one, upload the images that we want to utilize in the video. We would want to make sure that we use these action images as well, right? So this is good. I like this one right here. So again, nice action image. And so you'd want to have these types of images in there, and you would want to write a script that gives you what you need before you run it through the AI sales coach. So that's where, again, business big dream generator, use the AI sales coach, say, hey, write me a 90-second script on this, and then it will help you put together a more effective first video. And then from that first video, you would essentially either regenerate the images or go in. I would personally, I love hyperrealistic for this type of thing. I would go in here, drop the business brief in here, tell it to give me image ideas, and go ahead and create those. Can you explain how you're dragging the images? How are you dragging? Oh, I'm not dragging it. I am taking a screenshot, if that's what you mean. I'm taking a screenshot of the image. So on my Mac, I have a shortcut where I can essentially take a screenshot of anything that I'm looking to do. I can pick a specific area, ask the AI how to use a screenshot on your particular computer, whether it's Windows or Mac, and the AI will tell you how to do that. All right. So I have a shortcut set up so that I can easily jump around and have it assigned to a function key, and that's how I do it. So yeah, no, that's how I'm grabbing the images. All right. And besides, on some websites, you can just right click on the image, but some you can't. It depends on the browser and the website itself, whether you can just right click on an image and get it. So just remember that. Okay. So hopefully that helps answer your question, Bear. All right, so where were we? Oh, this is the little video that it created. I would recommend that we just did. Go create your own images, upload your own images, and you would have a much better video that better represents you. As for the issue with it pronouncing your name, I would say that you would have a couple of choices. There's not really, you could retype how your name is spelt and try to get your name correct every time. I personally wouldn't do it that way because it shows up in the captions. I would probably tackle that by simply having your name as part of your image and then just skip the whole issue altogether if it doesn't pronounce your name. And then once it did not, I would just leave your name out of it and maybe promote your business name if it does a better job of reading your business name. So you can easily, just like I did with this image here, where I just told it, hey, add my name. So you could just have it add Coach Stephanie. You can add your barcode because you have a basic image editor built into the platform right here. And so you can easily just go ahead, upload the image and make a change to it. Or if you're in the image itself, like for instance, this image, you can download the image, you can edit the image, you can see the prompt that you use for the image, you can delete the image, you can upscale it, remove the background, all kinds of fun, simple tools. And so you can go into this image and then you could write whatever you wanted to write on top of it. Just go ahead and annotate. I'm not going to do a whole lesson on this, but you can just come right here. So like the text is in red, it's small. You can change the size of the text and you can put Coach Stephanie, Phana Stephanie, I don't know. You can put whatever you want. My point being, right? And if you need a background, you, of course, just do the square first, and then you can put the square here. And so you can have the color of the square. You can swap the image so that it's in the back, and so all of these types of things. So you can bring this one to the front. I don't want to do a whole editing class here, but I have videos on this, by the way. So you can do the image, you get the name on this, and so people can read it. All right. So where were we? Oh, we were going through, can you sync Canva documents and images? If you reuse the same images, are you charged? This is amazing. No, the images, you're not charged for the image creation in hyper realistic at all. You only charged if you regenerate an entire video, you're charged 50 credits. And can you use Canva? I personally, what I do, I use the images I generate from here. I drop it into a template in Canva because I think Canva has great templates. So I drop them into templates in Canva, and that's how I create some of those that you see out there. But the images themselves, I think this is a better image creator. And it's just my opinion. And so that I use both that way. Can Gemini be used instead of ChatGPT? Okay, so we use several large language models under the hood. You never know which one you're using. And the reason for that is certain LLMs or large language models do a better job at certain things. So it's not like you're always using or ChatGPT. You're going to be using the LLM that does the best job. So which is the tool that does the great job on the hyper-realistic images versus the scroll stopping images? We have a whole bunch of fun tools in here. This particular tool gives you even more granular control over the images that you're going to create. You can tell it, do you want vivid colors? So you don't have to create long, lengthy prompts. You can type it in very simply, target who you're going to target. You can change the colors in the background and the overall image schema, if you will. It can create some pretty decent images. These are some of the images that it created for different projects. I tell the story all the time. We did this at the Atlanta Black Expo. I had a gentleman come up to me and he was saying, man, I'm having trouble with ChatGPT creating this image. I'm like, what are you trying to create? He said, I just want an image of a young teen. This is the prompt I actually typed live while we were at the expo. Black teen, hot day in the sun, sweating, selling water on the side of the street. And that was the entire prompt. And it created this great image that he could use. He wanted to have it for his book cover or his website. I can't remember. So there you can see, you can create really fun images. So you can create different styles of images. And you can see that some of them are going to come out better than others, but it's the idea of it being able to do these types of things. We have a movie maker. The movie maker is a lot of fun. It does use the whole credit thing. So I had some students I was teaching, high schoolers, and they wanted a guitar playing gorilla in front of a waterfall. I thought that was hilarious. And then we got a little bouncing baby somebody else asked me for. I was like, okay, sure, why not? So you can create a lot of those kind of things. And the video these are all recorded and you'll find them usually maybe with a week delay, but the video will be eventually in the AI Lunch and Learn section under here. So these are all the videos that are previously recorded. You can see what the topic was and what I kind of covered. Today's one is going to be all over the place because we covered quite a few different tools and things, but that's because I know we had a lot of new people on, and so I wanted to kind of cover it. Tomorrow, I try to focus on sales and marketing efforts. And then Thursday, we have entrepreneurs that are white labeling. So when you have the platform, I know we didn't do the basic AI today, but again, I had a mixture of people who have been here before and who have not been here before. If you have the platform, as soon as you join and you can get this affiliate link, you get 50% of anything that somebody buys, meaning if they sign up, you get 50%. If they buy credits, you get 50%. That's the affiliate link. You don't have to do any coding or any kind of setup. If you want to do the white label, meaning you want to take the entire platform, I want to be in the AI business as my new side hustle or my main business. That's $27 a month, and that gives you the ability to take everything here and just make it your own. You can change the colors of the icons. You can decide which apps people get. You can decide how much you charge for each app. You can decide how much you charge for the platform. You are the boss, and that's $27 a month. So that's $46.95 altogether. And a lot of people come on Thursday who are doing white labeling, and so you can learn from as we help them build out their white labels and things like that. So that's the Thursday session. How do you edit spelling and creating a book cover? There's a lot of tools for it in the platform. We only have the basic ability to draw a black box over it and then put the new text on it. I use Canva's Magic Grab and Magic Grab text specifically because then you get direct access to everything that's on there on the image that is text. I use that all the time to fix bugs that the AI has. So Canva is a good tool for that. For example, I use Gamma if I'm doing presentations. I use Descript if I'm doing AI video editing, and I do 4 or 5 of these videos a week. If you want access to those, you just click the link and it'll take you right to their page. So I use Descript all of the time. And so you go out of the platform for that particular tool that's not built into the platform. And so you could go here and edit your videos and things like that. Hopefully I can see that. It's Thursday for beginners. No, Tuesday night tonight, 7 p.m. is for beginners. Let me give you the link again in case you missed it if you came in a little bit later. Here is the link. That's the one for tonight. That's where we start. And then Thursday, anybody can join Thursday. I'm just saying it's specifically for people who are going to white label or resell the platform. Does it have a teleprompter like Big View? No, it does not. There's a couple of different things you can do depending on the types of tools you're looking for. You can have the AI help you write the script for your video and then read it, of course. I use Descript. Descript does have a tool that will fix where your eye is pointed. I like it because you can basically look anywhere, read the prompt and the text and so on, and it'll actually fix your eye in the video. So that's a pretty cool feature. And then you can edit your videos and things that you have. And what's nice about the editing methodology in Descript is you can go in and so, for example, if I have this video where I have a lot of ums and ahs, I can tell it edit for clarity and it'll take all those out. I can actually type in text that I want to add, and what it'll do then is it will read it in the voice of the speaker. So it has lots of voice sample of my voice speaking for an hour. It's really cool as far as an AI avatar. I can go in and if I just delete a sentence, highlight something and delete it, it's gone from both the script and from the video. Super useful because a lot of times you have stuff in there that you made a mistake or whatever, and so you can edit it automatically. You can add the captions automatically. It's just a powerful tool. I use it all the time in my personal workflow, so I can definitely recommend it. All right, will you have a recording from this evening session? Yes. And the good news about the evening session is I usually get those up earlier because I send out an automated email the next day. So the evening session is added 1 day later. So it's faster than my daily lunch and learns as far as getting them in there. All right. So yes, if you miss it, it will be recorded. If you want to see the one that we did previously. Oh, I did forget to grab the video for the 2 videos we did today. Hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me get those videos and throw them in the chat. They're obviously not necessarily ready for public consumption, but if you just want an idea of what you can do, the power of the AI. So this is the second one we did.
Discover Reframing Organic and Wellness, your gateway to sustainable living through homegrown organic produce. Our easy-to-use gardening kits make hydroponics and aeroponics accessible for beginners. Enjoy benefits like reduced grocery bills and fresh toxin-free food right at your doorstep. Join a community open to all, including educators, seniors, and veterans with exclusive discounts. Urban farmer Pansy Walker reminds us of the mental and physical health benefits gardening brings. Join the Reframing Organic and Wellness Network Garden Club today and transform your wellness journey. Contact us at 478 for information on our family of healthy food options.
So what I would do is take this image, download it, crop out the bottom so that your head stays in frame when it pans up. So that's number one. And then the second thing is this is a user error. All right. So if you wanted to read it like a phone number, Danny, you have to put it in as a phone number. The poor AI is like, okay, so contact us at 470. And then it went, so if I had put it in properly, it would read it as 470, 478. It would know it's a phone number, is my point. So that's user error. That's me. All right. So anyway, we would regenerate it. First, we would crop the picture and then we would fix it. But you can see how the story is improving as we go through this whole thing. So hopefully that's useful for you guys to kind of see how these tools kind of work together. And all of the videos are here under your vault. You have count them, 5 terabytes of storage. So it gives you you got a lot of space. And by the way, if you build your website in the platform, like we give you templates for all of the websites, and we also have, for example, my entire website, all of my content on there, and all my entire website was generated and built in our platform. If you buy your domain name in the platform, you will get free hosting, but even more importantly, you don't have to connect CNAMEs and A records and things like that. But you don't have to buy your domain with us. If you already have your domain, you can rebuild your website in here and it's still hosted for free. So that's really good. If you have not signed up to the platform, here's the link. It's a 7-day free trial. You can't go wrong. So you start your free trial. Cancel anytime, please. I don't want anybody's money who's not happy. Here's your buildbiz.ai link. Please go ahead and click the link and sign up. 7 days free trial. All right. Any other questions that I can answer for you? Hopefully, I've gotten all of the questions out of the chat. And we had one more that I didn't get to, which was this one here, Yvonne's. We can throw Yvonne's in here. Sure, why not? Content creation. By the way, under business formation, this is what I was talking. You can buy your domain or you can manage an existing one. You can get a business email. You can get a business phone number. So if you're starting your business, you can basically get everything you need. There's 11 workbooks that are included for free. I wrote all of them using AI, yes, but of course I put my own flavor on it. So these are 11 workbooks you get free. You can download them during the free trial. I didn't even get to the custom AI tools. We have a whole host. You can create chatbots and external AI external chatbots you can put on any website. We have personalities. You can create your own live training sessions. You can create your own LMS or learning modules, video training. You have a community builder. You can connect to any app externally. So lots and lots of apps in here. All right, where was I going? I was going to the AI video maker for Yvonne. Is Yvonne? Yep, she's still here. So let's go ahead and drop her in there. Copy. Let's try it again. There we go. So if I get this whole link here, let's go out to her page just to see what she looks like. Make sure that I got the link correct. It's thinking about it. Did I not get it? Oh, there we go. Took a second. All right. Remember, if your site is behind the CMS or it has trouble getting the information off of it, just remember to copy paste it. Okay. So we did get the URL, and so let's see if we can get it to run. All right, cool. Then we have hype, and we can change the information. It needs upgrades. Yes. And by the way, we talked about all of the stuff done with you stuff, which is my training and so on. But we also have it done for you where we help you rebuild your websites and redo your websites. I do them every week. We have 3 VAs that can help you as well. So we are here to help you rebuild your websites. We're here to help you do with marketing. If you need help with getting the word out on your business, contact us there as well. We can help you very easily with both those tasks. And let's see, office hours. Let me give you my calendar link. Sorry about the delay here. I can grab my link from everywhere, but I just wanted to grab it live here. Okay, so I'll grab it, drop it into the chat. There you go. There's my link. Please just jump on my calendar. All righty, where were we? We were here. We were doing this color scheme. Yep, red is popular everywhere. Red and blues are popular website colors. And we'll get that going. Rock it up for Yvonne. Again, start with the big dream generator. You're going to get better results. Let's see if it can create a video. Whoever has a problem with credits, send me an email and I'll get you some more credits. I'll give you my address again, digitalexpress.ai. Danny at Digital Express. I can't even spell today. DIGITALEXPRESS. All right. Yeah. Just send me an email and I'll get you some credits. Just tell me how many you lost. All right. It's creating the video. These are the new AI apps, by the way. AI Humanizer is fun. You can take any AI generated content, put it into the Humanizer. The Humanizer will change it, make it more human, which is hilarious to me because you kind of like an AI war. So you got the AI that created it, the AI that's detecting it, and then you have another AI that is humanizing it, and then you feed it back into your blog posts. So all kinds of fun. You got your deep research where it spends more time thinking about the answer before it gives it to you. You get some really detailed and good research. It shows you all your sources. And then for people who want to write their own book, we've got a link where we have a class that's pre-recorded that you can get out to on creating your book, publishing it in 24 hours. So that's the AI book challenge. AI tools for building your coaching business. So it has, I'm interested in more effectively use AI coaching. Okay, so this is a prompt I had put in earlier. Can you peek inside automation? Yes, in some ways you can, meaning that it depends on which automation you were speaking of. If you're talking about the super agent automation, yes, you can see what it's doing as it does it. Here's another one. Review an agreement and give me an easy to understand summary of things. Oh, inside automation for funnels. Oh, sure, sure, sure. Here we go. So in the website builder, there's four of them. Don't use the last three. They're just there for legacy for people who used to use those. The new one is called AEO Website Creator. And so you can here build a funnel, including mine, for example. And so you can put automation behind your website. And what I do is I try to share any funnels that I have. So when you go in here, you can see the shared funnels and you can create a funnel, from something else. And so these are the ones that are in here. So I am building out new ones all of the time. So these are like an example funnel. This is a simple one, but in the back end, you can add products, you can automate. And so with the automation, you can add if then kind of automation. And what that means is if somebody fills out a form, it does this. If somebody buys one of your products, it does that. And so you can start a trigger and automation and build out that whole thing. But yes, you can build out your automation. You can add new actions, give it a name. And then you can build out if they opt in for email, then I want you to email the user back, notify the owner, add to a list, or, send an SMS. So you can do different actions and you can kind of build them all. And then you can also drop them into a list. And then in that list, you can have funnels for follow-up and things like that. You can build funnel steps, automation, right? Finishes that step, it goes on to the next one, like a thank you page or whatever. And then in configuration, you can actually also connect them up to Zaps and Pabbly for further and additional automation that way. You can also build into each funnel. So let's say if I wanted to create a new one, I can give it a name. You can use a template. So you can start right from a template. You don't have to build it from scratch. So you can pick a different template, whatever template works for you. And then you can go one more step and start building out additional automation steps based on the actions that they do on a form, or, you can build in a sales process, two-step sales process. So you have the ability, there's this one here. You can do A/B testing, more automation there. You can take anything in here. If you're going to add a feature or a function, you can essentially drag from the left here. So you can add a component and drag and drop it anywhere you want it. You can add all of these components. It also has AI functionality built into the website builder, so you can have it generate FAQs for you based on the content or the text you feed it. You can have it build those magic hooks or headlines. You can have it create images. You can have it create benefit stacks. You can add any custom HTML. You can embed things. So there's a lot of fun things that you can do as far as the funnel builder and website builder, same tool actually. And this one uses AEO, which is AI engine optimization. And then we have tools that will help you get found on ChatGPT and any other, because that's how people search these days. We don't really do static searches in Google much anymore. Most people are searching on their phone or they're searching in tools. And so you want your websites and your funnels to be found by those tools automatically. And so you need the schema behind the scenes. And remember, AI does not actually look at your website. It looks at the information that's buried underneath your website. This information here in the LMS TXT file that we have, which many website builders do not have. So those are the types of things, this view LMS file here, it's automatically generated based on the content of your website. And that's what AI tools actually read. And as you build out more information, it'll get longer and so on and so forth. So here's the old school robots.txt file and sitemap file. So those are there, but the new file that you need is llms.txt.
Unleash the full potential of your security framework with Trinity IT Security's adaptable managed services. Enhance and empower your existing security programs, infrastructure, and personnel like never before. Wave goodbye to the overwhelming burden of information security and compliance. Trinity at Security seamlessly integrates with your team to protect what matters most. Located at 1740 Hudson Bridge Road, Suite 1133, Stockbridge, GA, we're here to guard your digital world. Elevate your security game today with Trinity IT Security, your ultimate protection partner.
So I would do some triage on it. I would probably take out like the street address, things like that, because you don't need that in your video. You want them to go to your website and then see that kind of detailed information. So there's just things that you're going to want to change out. So I'll download this one as well, drop it in the chat for you guys. And so, all right, so let's get that file here. We want this to go. Everyone, I hope you enjoyed, and we went over, but that's okay. I'm happy to go over if it's helpful. All right, everyone, have a fantastic rest of your day. Okay. Bye-bye.